Well, happy New Year to you all, friends. EVC, thank you so much for the raid. Um, as I forgot to mute myself here to my left. I'm looking at got it's a prospect league stream when I got like three different things turned on in front of me to keep track of everything. But welcome in everybody. For those who are new, you don't know what's going on and are probably like, well, wait a minute, why is PBE streaming on a Monday night? They don't usually do anything on a Monday night. Um, well, it is playoff week, which is such a great week. Not for me, the GM, but for me, the player, it's still looking real good for me, the player, even though I'm gonna be sweating tomorrow night watching the stream. Hopefully y'all will join on in. It is playoff week. However, with playoff week, if you create a new player right now, usually, there's not much happening for like about 2.5, 3 weeks till spring training comes back around. So to fill in that gap, we've created the Prospect League. This is the 10th season of Prospect League. In fact, this is only stream 2 of 9 that we'll be doing for each season of the Prospect League. So you're still in on the ground floor. You're still in on the ground floor. Um, Highly recommend y'all check out our Discord, or if you prefer like YouTube videos, there is a video on how to create a player if you're more of a visual person. Um, or if you stick around and everybody's on their best behavior, maybe I'll give you a little peek around, give you a little look-see around on the board, and because I have tasks I need to do. So if you want like a first hand, like a sneak peek, get a feel for it, you may want to stick around. Um, Thankfully tonight we got a full slate of baseball. It's just me in the booth tonight. It's a holiday. Um, when you live in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, usually you got nothing going on a holiday. So I'll have to talk to the big boss about holiday pay. I kid. But let's get on into it. We do have a prediction up right now. Let's go ahead and finish the day. We're starting off with a game already. And actually, before I get too far ahead, because we do have a good amount of people in the chat tonight, and I did pitch this the first or on opening night on Friday night. So the team names, let me go over the team names real quick. So the North Robots are defending champs. They got to roll over. So we have 3 new team names every year, or every season, I should say. This year, yours truly got to pick it. Thank everybody who got to pick the names. It was sort of charity auction. So money went to a good cause, and I got to pick names. Everybody wins. So the names are the Sharks, the Beach Boys, and the Cane Fires. There's a connection to all three. No one tried on day one. We got 115 people here tonight. Whoever, and there are some exceptions. There's only like 3 or 4 people that I've said it to. So to the rest of y'all, we'll see if somebody gets it. My mod tonight, shout out to my mod. You all know him as Luigi's Toes. I know him as Daedalus. Self-proclaimed baseball reference junkie doesn't know the answer either. But with that being said, we do have a prediction up. East versus the North. This is your in fact, since I have a mod tonight, I can throw some points in here too if I want to. Who scores last? Ooh. So I will say this: if you do have Twitch points, it's good to gamble them. If you do end up creating a player, if you already have a player, one thing to keep in mind: every 10,000 Twitch points, you can turn that into $1 million in PBE money. Um, if you have the points and you're gonna redeem them and you've never done them before, just make sure you fill out that little form I put in the chat. That just connects your Twitch user handle to your PBE user handle if they're different. So then that way, if you redeem it on Twitch, you, they know who to give the money to. But $1 million in PB money goes a long way. It's, a week of top-notch training, or in your rookie season, it's 2 weeks of training, which, I mean, there's 7 weeks in a season, so 2 weeks, that goes a long way. You can ask my mod friend Daedalus. He's cashed in at least 2 or 3 million. I think you've probably gotten rookie training for the whole season that way. Um, but welcome on in, Attica, the other big boss, and also longtime user Dynamic. Nice to see you as well, friend. But yeah, we do have that prediction of who scores last. Everybody's feeling shy. Everybody's okay. Fine. You know what? I got points and I can gamble. I got points and I can gamble. There, I just threw 1,500. I don't usually gamble. I'm usually a value bet guy, but everybody's being shy. I guess I'll get it. I'll get it going. 1,500 points is no laughing matter. 1,500 points is no laughing matter. I mean, 10,000 gets you a million. So put it in that context. Who scores last? East versus the North. While y'all are munching on that, let's go over it. So, for those who are also new and you're seeing this for the first time, one important note: you're going to see names with asterisks next to them, and you're going to see names without them. The names without the asterisks are our prospects. Those are our user created players. Those are the people that are going to be itching to know which minor league team they're going to be drafted to on January the 14th. Um, as time goes on in Prospect League, I mean, heck, we've added people day before the playoffs, which actually, you know what? Hang on, timeout, timeout, flag on the play, even though this is baseball. Hang on a minute. We actually, speaking of new people, I got ahead of myself. We actually have a new person to welcome in today. Over on the South, first baseman Trex Dan, user Sam X, new user to the PB. Welcome in. Very quick. Yeah, y'all. I guess the theme with names this time around, we have a user named Twix, and now we have an actual player named Trex. So the TX connection, but welcome on in, Trex, and a cool name. We still need a cove though. Still need a cove. If you're a longtime PBE person, you know that one name. You either like it. It's like our version of Nickelback. You either like it or you don't like it. There's no like meh about it. But that is our one new player for tonight's stream. I'm always in 30 minutes before the stream. So as long as the player's in there, 20, 30 minutes before I get started, then odds are you're going to be in here. We try to get everybody in super, super quick turnaround. Because, we're just here to enjoy some baseball. I know myself, I did not have a chance to have a player in the PBE, or in the Prospect League, I should say. So I didn't get to enjoy this. So y'all get to enjoy it a lot, really. Just take it all in. This is just to take up the time while we get through off season and what have you. But we do have some prospects. Every game that we're watching on stream has to have one or both pitchers have to be a user created player, which is why we're watching this one. For the East, we have the lefty Joe Kelly, and then we do have one prospect hitter to keep our eyes on for the North. Longtime legendary user Poe is a left fielder, Sir Poe. So we have royalty. We're starting off tonight with some royalty. In fact, speaking of what we got on the menu tonight, I believe we have 5 games we'll be watching on stream. Yeah, we'll be having 5 games we're watching on stream. Everybody will get to see their team at least twice tonight, which is always great. Usually it's once, one and a half. Some people get to see it twice. Everybody gets to see at least twice. In fact, the 2 teams that you see on screen get to see themselves 3 times tonight. So just food for thought. Let's get on into it to start off our night of Prospect League. It's going to be Speedy at the plate facing Dion Mitchell. Oh, welcome to the game. I'm just going to bean you in the back. Leadoff runner is on for Jameson. That's going to be a base hit to right. Runner's going to go to third. It's already runners in the corners with no outs for Mitchy Mantle. Fly ball to left. That should be deep enough. Throw to the plate is not going to be in time. So sac fly. East strike first, 1-0. Another bean. Mitchell is mad at somebody today. Runners at first and second now with one out for Jigglesworth. Fly ball to left. That is caught. Runners go back. And now Boog Barrow. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. A very eventful top of the first. Only one run coming across. As we'll see Jonas Martinez leading off for the North against Joe Kelly. Slow roller to the shortstop. That is out number 1. Now Sir Poe. Base hit to right. So one out runner is on for the Robots for Jaden Zielinski. That is low, ball 4. Walked him on 4 straight. Runners at first and second for Ty France Jr. Going for throw, man. I wouldn't. That was very ill-advised, and that's a strikeout. And all of a sudden, this inning is over. 1-0 for the East to start things out. And now Press Duckley is going to lead off with a grounder to the second baseman, 1 away. Brings up Durr. Durr is going to line it out to right. 2 quick outs now for Adrian Infante. Base hit up the middle, so the inning will roll on. And we'll go to the top of the order and Speedy. Runner going, throw to second. He's out. Everybody's being aggressive on the base paths to start things off. East remain up front 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. And it'll be Ashley Joanna Williams, whose name looks so common on the lineup that I keep forgetting. So, yes, we have 2 prospects on the North. I don't know why that name always throws me off, and I always think there's an asterisk there. I'm so sorry, B Fry. That's the second time I've done that. But liner to right by Lindsay. So runner at first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, and that is a strikeout of Alexander. So nothing will come of it. As we go to the third, still a 1-0 game, and Speedy back up again, and this time it'll end in a strikeout. So leadoff batter is down, and Jameson to the plate. Base hit to right. So that is going to be a very long single, and now Mitchy Mantle. And that is going to be caught for out number 2. Runner going. This time the runner is going to make it. Stolen base. And then a bean. That's the 3rd hit batsman by Mitchell. And that'll let Jigglesworth come to the plate. Liner to left, but the left fielder doesn't have to really work hard for it. And the side is retired as we remain 1-0 heading to the bottom of the third. Now bring up Pengy to lead it off. Grounder to the second baseman. Easy out number 1. Top of the order now for Jonas Martinez. Oh, good stop, but he beats out the throw. Good effort. But Sir Poe will come up with a runner at first. Fly ball to left. Left fielder will make the play. 2 away now for Zielinski. Fly ball to deep right, and it has enough. Dinger time for Jaden Zielinski in the North. Take the lead here in the bottom of the third. It's 2-1. First home run of this prospect league for Jaden Zielinski. And now Ty France Jr. to the plate, and he will strike out, and the side is retired. North take the lead, 2-1, as we head to the fourth. And now Boog Barrow will lead it off with a base hit up the middle. East looking to respond here in the top of the fourth. Duckley's going to try to bunt it, but right back to the pitcher. Oh, gosh, I'm very pro bunt. Don't look at that one, though. Swing and a miss by Durr. 2 away. And now Adrian Infante called strike 3. And just as quickly as that runner got on board, the other 3 outs happened. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Score remains 2-1. And it'll be Ashley Joanna Williams facing Joe Kelly. Fly ball to right. That is caught for out number 1. And now Cassius catch with a line drive up the middle. So 1 out runner is on for Lindsay. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, brings up Jalexi Alexander. Runner thought about it, but runner's going to go anyway. Now that it's gotten away from the catcher, that's going to be a wild pitch, as that's going to be popped up by home plate. Catcher will make it, and that will end the bottom of the 4th. Been a very eventful yet quiet first 4 innings. Top of the order again for the Sharks, as Speedy will ground it out to the shortstop. 1 down now for Jameson. Fly ball to left, and that is going to be caught for out number 2. Another fly ball, this time a little bit deeper left, in front of the warning track, and the side goes down in order 1, 2, 3. We're at the halfway point for our first game tonight here in the Prospect League. North, the Robots up 2-1, as Pengi will lead things off with a walk. Back to the top of the lineup now for Jonas Martinez. Oh, picked him off. Picked off Pengi, 1 down, and then beans Martinez. A lot of action going on in the infield today. Runner going, throw to second is not in time, and then it gets away. So it's going to be 2 bags for Martinez, as Sir Poe is going to hit a fly ball to right. Oh, it drops, it falls. It's going to be scored a base hit RBI for Sir Poe, and the Robots extend the lead 3-1. As Zielinski's going to hit a liner to left, out number 2. Ty France Jr. is going to walk. So runners at first and second, 2 down now for Ashley Joanna Williams. That gets away. Runners go to second and third. Full count. Hard grounder to the first base side, and he'll take it unassisted, leaving the runner stranded at second and third. But the North get another run on the board. They have a 2-run lead as we head to the 6th. And it'll be Lightning McQueen leading off, and he'll be walked to start off the 6th. So leadoff runner is on for Jigglesworth. Fly ball to center. That is going to be out number 1. Now Boog Barrow. Grounder to short. There's 1. They're not going to try for 2, so it's going to be a fielder's choice, and I'll let Duckley come to the plate. Runner going, throw to second. It is not in time. Everybody's being aggressive on the base paths, but that is going to be just in time. And we will head to the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 score. Meanwhile, out-of-town scoreboard, West and the South facing off. West threatening to extend their 4-0 lead in the bottom half of the 6th there, as Catch will hit a fly ball to center for out number 1. Lindsay is caught looking strike 3. 6 strikeouts for Joe Kelly through 5 2/3. And now Jalexi Alexander is going to hit a line drive opposite field for a base hit. Inning will continue on. Pengi to the plate facing a new pitcher in Garfield. So Kelly's night is done, but that's going to be a fly out to end the bottom of the 6th. So not much happening in the 6th. We head to the 7th. Score remains the same, 3-1, as Durr leads off and is beamed immediately. That's Mitchell's, at least his 4th hits batsman today. Fly ball to left. That is going to be caught off the bat of Infante. And now top of the order for Speedy. Runner going, throw to second is not going to be in time. Lots of action on the base paths, as that is called strike 3. It's 4 or 5 hits batsman. It's one of those. It's so many that I've lost count. I've never seen a game as Jameson will strike out. I've never seen a Prospect League game with this many, with the one pitcher hitting as many batters as I've seen today. And this is my 4th season of Prospect League, as Martinez is going to lead it off with a gapper. Leadoff double for Martinez. Sir Poe grounds it to the shortstop. So runner holds as Zelensky now is going to be intentionally walked. You also don't see that every day. We don't. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Line drive off the bat of Ty France, and that'll be 2 outs. Williams will swing and miss for strike 3, and the side is retired. We head to the 8th. It's still a close one. It's still a close one. It's 3-1 in favor of the North. As Mitchie Mantle will lead off for the East. Grounder to the third base side, 1 down. McQueen is going to hit a fly ball to center field, and that is out number 2. Jigglesworth swings and misses, strike 3. Dax Murphy, 2 perfect innings in relief, 3 strikeouts, keeps the North up in front 3-1 as Ketch will lead it off. Fly ball to center, that's going to fall in for a base hit, so Robots have the leadoff runner on again, and it'll be Lindsay at the plate. That is a high fly ball. It almost looked like he had enough on it, but he got a little too far under it. That swing looked like he had it, but for Alexander, that swing was not it. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. And Pangy is also going to swing and miss for strike 3. So they get the leadoff runner, but they will leave him stranded. Last chance for the East. 3-1. And they'll be facing Scott Stelling, not to be mixed up with Scott Sterling, as Barrow will hit a ground ball, 1 down. Duckley is going to hit that to center. That's caught, and they're down to their final out in Durr. That is hit deep to left, and it is gone. Digger time for Durr. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. It's a 1-run game. Fourth home run of Prospect League for Durr, as Infante is going to pop it up in the infield, and now this game is over. As the East tried to make it interesting, they're in the top of the 9th, but they're going to be 1 run short on this cold, dark night here in Citi Field. 3-2 is your final. Taking a look at our box score for the North, Serpo 2 for 4 with an RBI. And then for our pitching, Kelly had a decent, 6 strikeouts, gave up 3 runs over 5 2/3, took the loss. Diane Mitchell ended up hitting 4 batters. Kelly ended up hitting 2, so we had 6 total hit bats. Man, somebody bust out the Bengay and get the ice packs, man. Ooh. But Mitchell will get the win. Murphy the hold. Scott Stelling will get the save. Diane Mitchell hit his way through to get player of the game. And let's take a look at our other game on the docket. And I think I did win that prediction, didn't I? I think I picked East. I was the one that threw. I think I threw 1,500 at East. So thank you. I'm closer to my 1 million in PBE money. Let's take a look at the South and the West. 4-1. The West got the dub. Taking a look at our box scores for the South, man, Jose getting a couple more hits. We'll be talking about Jose. We'll have plenty of time to talk about him. Trex Dan in his Prospect League debut going 1 for 4. For the West, Raz Bataz Buckshank 1 for 3 with a run scored. And then pitching wise, Duke Silver will get the win. Scott Sterling will take the loss. Duke Silver is your player of the game. Let's go ahead and put in a quick save. We will be doing, I think it's like 3 days of quick sim, with 2 of those days being games and 1 travel day in between. So let's go ahead and, there we go. They both said today. All right. East and the North, South and the West. North will get the win. 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th, as I see that this bug is, man, this worked for 1 season. The little chart there, because I saw 10th. I was like, wait a minute. This wasn't an extra innings game. But everything else on here is correct though. Let's take a look at the box. In fact, Serpo 1 for 4 with a run scored. Um, Ashley Joanna Williams with a home run, second of Prospect League for the North. For the pitching, Duggar will take the win. Trey Taylor had a great start for the North, though 10 strikeouts over 7. But Duggar will get the win. Bill Pitt will take the loss. Trey Taylor is your player of the game. And then for the South and the West, a slugfest, 10-4. Take a look here at the box. Bass Reeves 1 for 4 with a run scored. Jose getting 3 hits. Let's see. For the West, Razmataz Buckshank 1 for 5 with a double. And then they do not have any other. We don't really talk about we call them legacy players, but I mean it's worth noting everybody on the West got a base hit in this one. Almost everybody got a run scored, in fact, as well. Pee Wee Matthews will take the win. Flan Reynolds the loss, and Kirk Schneeman will be your player of the game. I don't know. Do we have the next prediction up? Our next game is going to be North versus the West. If you wanted to get a prediction up, Daedalus. Unless I missed it. Did I miss it? Okay, no, I didn't miss it. Okay. Thank you. Let's go ahead and incessantly save because you never know. You never know. Go ahead and finish the day off. More quick sim days. In fact, let's go do it this way. South versus the West. And the South get revenge 11-5. This has been a very offensive series between both these teams. Bass Reeves going at 2 for 5 with a RBI and a run scored. Jose getting a couple hits. Trex Dan getting a walk and a run scored. And then for the West, Razmataz Buckshank 1 for 4 with a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 8th. And then that would be it for our batters there. For the pitching, Will Millis will take the win. Jimmy G will take the loss. Winston Harrison is your player of the game. In fact, Jose threw someone out at third base, from what it looks like as well. Very eventful game. As we will head to the North versus the East. 6-5. Most of it happening in the bottom of the 5th for the North. Take a look at the box for the North. Serpo getting two walks and a run scored. Ashley Joanna Williams getting a walk. Harris Rodriguez will take the win. Scott Stelling the hold. Hashiater the save. Magnus Peters the loss. Yeah, Magnus Peters. I always get mixed up with Marcus Peters, who's a football player in real life. Ty France Jr. is your player of the game, as we will go ahead and next day should be the travel day, and that should take us to our next stream game. So let's go ahead and finish that off. Still save it anyway, even though nothing's going to happen. Magnus Marcus Peters. There you go. Oh man, that would confuse me even more. That would confuse me even more. Our next game is North versus the West. I'll pull this up, give you all time to do your predictions. We've already talked about the North. The only new player we'll be seeing on the North would be Wombat Jones, their starting pitcher. Our first look tonight at the West. They were one half of that. Just they were hitting runs in, and so were the South in that first series. So we'll get to take a look at them tonight for the first time. They will have Razmataz Buckshank as far as their user created players on the hitting side. Starting pitcher, both starting pitchers are user created players. This one for the Cane Fires is going to be Robert Smith. So your prediction for this game is first to homer. No homers, value bet. There you go. I gotta get the value bet words in. Everybody's being shy. Why is everybody being shy? Okay, I guess that means I gotta gamble. That means I gotta gamble. Um, you know what? I think I know. I think I know where I'm gonna. Oh, good. Somebody put in some points. Yeah, get those predictions in. I guess Actually, you know what? I'll wait till I'll give you all. We got somebody putting in some points. We put. I mean, good time to gamble. Good time to gamble. In fact, just because we got a lot of people hanging out with us tonight. Usually we alternate play by play, but it's just me. It's just me, myself, and I. I have the spacious booth. There's a lot of room for activities here. Um, Whereas usually we got two or three of us crammed in here. We're still writing up our proposal to our stinky commissioner Hummus on renovating the booth, but I'm feeling talkative. I mean, I think we'll have some. I think we'll be doing. I guess I could do some play by play. I can do a lot of play by play tonight. I'm in the mood. I think we'll see some good, interesting stuff tonight, in my opinion. Um, so yeah, welcome on in, everybody. Grab a drink. Um, what the? Wait, what does? Wait, what did I say? The, oh no, I was trying to make a Step Brothers reference. I was trying to make a. I was trying. Man, the one time the self-proclaimed um I don't watch a lot of movies. Like I'm not I'm very like I don't throw a lot of the one time I throw a movie reference out there. This is a family program, sir. This is a family program. North versus the West. Good old prediction is up. First one, it looks like North is winning in that. Um Man, at least somebody decided to go value bet. Fine, I'll make it spicier because I was gonna put some points on the West. I was gonna put points on the West. I'll throw some points in there too. And then I'll give you all about a minute. Give you all about a minute more to get those predictions in because this is game two of I believe five that we'll be watching tonight. So there'll be plenty of other opportunities to get those points in. And who knows? Maybe in some cases, maybe we sneak in an extra prediction mid game. Oh, here comes the. See, I would try to follow you on that countdown, but I already know there's a delay, so I'm not even going to try and embarrass myself in that fashion. And then I will say this: we will be having. I believe I'm flying solo on Wednesday as well for our next get together for Prospect League. I know this Friday, Chadwick will be back in the booth with me, and I believe that following Monday he's also going to be in the booth with me, hanging out. All Toro's stream. Oh gosh, that is a long delay. A minute? But see, at least you had the chance to watch that way. For me, like I don't know why local. Well, granted, you were watching on cable, so I guess that makes sense. But I see that prediction is done. Let's get on into it. I see this is not my channel. I can't go on too many tangents. I don't want the boss mad at me. He is an evil dictator after all. But jokes aside, Jonas Martinez will be at the plate facing Robert Smith. Let's head on out to Chase Field. Oh man, can I watch the game from the hot tub? Imagine being or the pool. I think it's a hot tub slash pool out there and right as a runner going already out. I believe. Yep, out. As Sir Poe is going to get on with a walk. Zelensky is going to be walked. So back-to-back walks will bring up Ty France Jr. That's going to be a base hit. They're going to try to no, they're going to hold the runner. Oh, I mean that would have been close. It would have been close. So bases loaded. Called strike 3 on Williams. Oh, big strike on the inside part of the plate. And catch is beamed anyway. A run's going to score on a hit by pitch. I feel like that's going to be the theme tonight. May have to do a prediction on hit by pitches at this rate, as Lindsay will pop it up in the infield. That is caught, and they will leave him stranded. But the North do get a run across and strike first, 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Matt Phillips will lead it off. Ground ball to third. That's going to be out number 1. And now Tanner Colpitts. Line caught by the second baseman. That's going to be a base hit to right from Buckshank. Going to get 2 after all. Hustle double for Razzmatazz Buckshank, as Zahn's going to swing and miss for strike 3, and the side is retired. We're through 1. North up 1-0, as it's going to be Jalexi Alexander to lead it off, facing Robert Smith. Fly ball to left. Pretty well hit, but it's going to be caught in front of the warning track. 1 down for Pangy. Fly ball to deep right. This has a chance. It is gone. Splash into the tub. Dinger time for Pangy. And the North extend the lead is 2-0. Third home run for Pangy in the Prospect League, as Martinez is down on strikes. 2 away. Serpo is going to hit a small fly ball, and it's going to be caught on the run in center field, in shallow center field, and that's going to retire the side here in the top of the second. But Pangy gets him on the board with a homer. It's 2-0, as Jamal Black is going to, I believe that would have been a strikeout, and they're not going to complete the strikeout. There's 1, but they're not going to get 2 off the bat of Shabadoo. You don't see that every day, a not completed strikeout, as that's going to be a gapper to left center off the bat of Schneeman. That's going to score the runner from first. Schneeman going for 3 is going to be there in time. RBI triple for Kirk Schneeman. Tying run is 90 feet away with 1 out, and Jean-Francois Mayer is going to be walked for Jethro Gibbs. Runners in the corners. Fly ball to right. They're going to try it. Throw to third is not going to happen, and this game is tied. We are tied at 2. Just like that. We got a ball game. Runner going. Throw to second is not in time. So Phillips will have a runner at second. Called strike 3, and the side is retired. 2 runs for the Cane Fires in the bottom of the second, and we're knotted up 2 apiece. Now Zelensky is going to hit a line drive to left. That's going to be a base hit. No, and it's misplayed too. I believe it should be a single error, and it's going to be scored a single error on that play. So France Jr. is called out on strikes. So runner at second with now 1 out for Ashley Joanna Williams. Line drive to left, and it just gets over. Dinger time. Third home run for Ashley Joanna Williams, and I believe second in as many games. And the North strikes back with a 2-run dinger and retake the lead 4-2. And now Cassius Ketch is going to be out. 2 down. That's going to be a base hit to left off the bat of Lindsay. We could check the box at the end on who hit the home run. I believe it was Pangy that hit the home run, so I believe it would have been North as far as who hit it first. But we could double check if you don't feel too confident. Bottom of the third, Colpitts is going to ground out. 1 down for Razzmatazz Buckshank. That's going to be a base hit up the middle. So tying run's going to come to the plate in Brandon Zahn. That's going to be another base hit to center field. Runners at first and second now for Jamal Black. Inside ball 4, bases juiced, 1 down for Shabadoo. Swing and a miss, strike 3, big strikeout for Jones. And now the hot Kirk Schneemann hits it back to the pitcher. Throw to first. It's not in time. Everybody is safe. Infield single. 4-3. Mayer. Ball 4. We're back to being tied at 4, and the bases are still loaded for Jethro Gibbs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They leave him loaded, but this game is back to being tied. We're 4 runs apiece as we head to the 4th. And it's going to be Pengi leading it off for the North. Fly ball to center field, pretty well hit, but it's going to be caught in front of the warning track for the first out. Top of the order now for Martinez. Check swing, went around. Strike 3. 2 away now for Serpo. Fly ball in the infield. Caught by the shortstop, and the North go down in order 1, 2, 3. Heading to the home half of the 4th, top of the order for the Cane Fires, and Phillips to left. Oh, what a catch in left field by Serpo. Saves a base hit as Colpitts is down on strikes. 2 outs for Razzmatazz Buckshank, and another base hit. 3 for 3 night for Buckshank here through 3.5. Brandon Zahn with a deep fly ball, and that is gone. Digger time. Brandon Zahn gives the Cane Fires the lead. 2-run homer is 4th of the league. 6-4, West up in front. 451 feet on the tape measure, as that's going to be hit to left off the bat of black, and this inning is over. Oh, man. Should have had over-under on how many home runs we're going to see in this game. We've seen at least 3, as Zielinski is going to hit a ground ball to short for out number 1. Ty France Jr. base hit up the middle. So runner is on for the Robots. And that'll bring up Ashley Joanna Williams. That's going to be a base hit to right. Runner going to third. So runners in the corners, 1 out for Cassius Ketch. Line drive caught by the left fielder, and they will keep the runner at third. Big out there as Lindsay is down on strikes, and they leave him stranded. Big out there. We're at the halfway point. We've had a lot of scoring. We've had a lot of action. It's 6-4, and it's going to be draft bust Jimbo coming out from the pen for the Robots, facing Shabadoo, who pops it up. And, in fact, Jimbo's going to make the catch himself for out number 1. Schneemann is down on strikes, 2 away. Mayer with a fly ball to right center, and that is gone. There's no doubt about that one. Over the pool. Dinger time again for the Cane Fires. 4th for Jean-Francois Mayer. 7-4 West. They have scored in 4 straight innings now, as Jethro Gibbs will hit a fly ball to deep right center, but that's going to be caught at the warning track, and that will end the 5th inning. West extend the lead. They're up by 3. Is 7-4. Moscow Washburn coming out from the pen for the West, and that's going to be a ground out by Alexander for the first out, as Pengi will hit it straight to the center fielder for out number 2. Top of the order for Martinez, and that's going to be lined to the right fielder, and the Robots go down in order again, 1, 2, 3. We get out of the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Top of the order for the Cane Fires and Matt Phillips. Check swing did not go around, ball 4. Leadoff runner is on for Colpitts. Runner going, throw to second is in time. 1 down. As Colpitts is going to hit that to deep left, but it's going to be caught in front of the track. 2 away for Razzmatazz Buckshank, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And the side is retired. Heading to the 7th, Score remains 7-4 in favor of the West. And it'll be Sir Poe leading it off for the Robots. Fly ball to center field, caught in deep center. One away for Zielinski. Popped up in the infield. Catcher will make it this time. 2 down. Now Ty France Jr. Fly ball to right. And that will be out number 3. Stretch time. Here out west. The West leads 7-4. And it'll be Brandon Zahn leading it off here in the home half. Grounder up the middle, but covered by the shortstop, 1 down. Black's going to hit that to center, but it's caught by the center fielder. And now Shabadoo. Grounder to the first base side. He'll take it unassisted, and they go down in order as well. 1, 2, 3. Heading to the 8th. Score remains 7-4. And it'll be Ashley Joanna Williams leading off. Fly ball to right, and it's gonna have enough. Gone. Dinger time again for Ashley Joanna Williams. Second home run of the game. First, I believe it's the first multi-homer game we've had in this season of the Prospect League. And the North cut down 1 run as Ketch is down on strikes. It's 7-5 with 1 down, top 8 for Patrick Lindsay, who is Bean. So the tying run will come to the plate. And Jalexi Alexander batting .311 so far, facing Capsaicin and Shrub. Back to the pitcher. There's 1. They're not going to try for 2. So Pangy now to the plate. Base hit to right. Runner heading for third, and no throw to third. So runners to the corners for Martinez. Ground ball, second base side, and they'll get the out at first and get out of the jam. North get a run on the board. They still trail 7-5. Home half of the 8th. Schneeman leading off, facing Al Duggar, new pitcher from the pen for the North. Fly ball to left, that is 1 out. And now Mayer, ground ball to the first base side. Another U3, 2 down. Gibbs with a ground ball, and that will be out number 3. Top of the 9th. North have one last chance to get at least 2 runs on the board. They trail 7-5, and it'll be Sir Poe leading it off against Shrub. Grounder to the shortstop, 1 down. Now Jaden Zielinski. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 away. Ty France Jr. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And this game is over. West slug their way to the dub tonight. 7-5 is your final. And to answer the question, yeah, Pangy and the North squad were the first to hit a home run in the 2nd inning. But taking a look at the box score, Sir Poe with a walk and a run scored, but Ashley Joanna Williams. Shout out to you, B. Fry. This is what I get for forgetting about Ms. Williams. 3 for 4, 2 home run game, 3 runs batted in. I believe that's 3 home runs in the last 2 games for Williams. Just a hot last couple games at the plate. For the West, Razzmatazz Buckshank having a 3 for 4 night as well with a double and 2 runs scored. Taking a look at the pitching, Smith will end up getting the win. Jones will get the loss. Washburn the hold. Capsaicin Shrub, 3rd save in this season of the Prospect League. 1 2/3 great innings, 2 strikeouts and a hit. Ashley Joanna Williams, no doubt about it, is your player of the game. Taking a look at our other game on the docket, South versus the East. It was a pitcher's duel. I was wondering why this game ended so quickly. 1-0 was your final. The East getting the win. None of our prospects were able to get. I mean, it was a very quiet. It was a very quiet afternoon for the South in this one. Hound. Shout out to Twix. 7 1/3 shutout innings, 7 strikeouts, only 3 hits allowed, gets the dub. And shout out to another user created player, Lou Exos, 1 2/3 just shutout innings, no perfect innings. In fact, two strikeouts. So two user created players teaming up for a three hitter. In fact, everybody, it's Powell. So everybody, it's okay. It's just Powell. But still, Jay Blanco, and that wasn't even an earned run. Ah, 8 innings, no earned runs, 5 Ks, 7 hits allowed. Hound is your player of the game. Man, talk about opposites in that docket. We do have another stream game, and I do see it. Thank you, Daedalus. I see a prediction up for it already. Let's go ahead and finish this day off. Our next game is going to be the South versus the East. In fact, will we see a repeat? Will there be two pitchers duels in a row? Joe Kelly will be facing Scott Sterling. This is our first look at the South Beach Boys. And we got our buddy, we got our prospect league legend, our cult legend, Jose, somebody who deserves his own emote. For the South, our first look at them, Bass Reeves and Trex Dan are prospects. And then we've obviously seen the East do their thing so far in the stream, so we won't talk too much about them, but we do have a prediction up over. Yeah. I mean, it's only appropriate, right? It's only appropriate. I'm gonna follow the lead of my good friend. He was in the prospect league season before last in Fetty. You always bet the over. You always bet the over. So there you go. Go there you go. I spiced it up. I don't usually big bet. I try to save points for prospect league. You know, if I lose points, but a prospect ends up getting it, gets that millie, gets that training, I ain't gonna be too mad about it. You know, I'm fine. I'm fine. You know, I make enough money in the league. I'll be fine. But there we go. We got a few people getting some points in there. Got at least one person trying the value bet as I'm still getting. I'm watching the stream on Chrome, and so I'm not okay. That's what I'm make that. There we go. That's one. All right. I feel more situated now. I can't see everything. Um, as I'm over here in Command Central, PBE Command Central, which is not really a thing, but um, yeah, get those value bets in. Go ahead and munch on my channel points. Got about a minute. I'll let it exhaust the whole minute. I'll exhaust the whole minute. We're about halfway through the stream, so give me a chance to get a sip of my drink. Yeah, we'll have two more games after this. May do it just chatting for one of these two games that we'll be doing it near the tail end. Give y'all a chance to ask whatever questions you may have of the league. Actually, you know what? We're gonna see the South. You know what? Let's do this as just chatting. Actually, give me a halftime break. Take you home in the last two games. So we'll do ask the booth, ask whatever questions you may. These streams, that's why I like doing these streams. Let's get on into it. Obviously, if something interesting happens, you know, I'll kind of keep my eyes on it. But that's why I like doing Prospect League streams. They're much more casual than our usual PBE streams. Where oh my gosh, talk about starting with a wow, Jose, or I'm sorry, not Jose, Press Duckley out there in center field, making the play, all three of his fielding attributes, all used up all three on that one web gem. Um, um, but yeah, this give you all a chance to ask whatever questions you may have, or to find out about the league. So just to give you all an opportunity to ask whatever questions you may have. This is a completely free league. Obviously, we use OOTP. So shout out to our friends at OOTP. Um, now, it's a completely free volunteer league. I mean, there are league jobs that you can do to get league money to use to improve upon your player. Um, and so, like for me, for example, I'm your off season. I'm your talking head, as I like to call it. So you'll see me doing this. You'll see me. I'm also the head stonk guy. Very excited to. Can't wait to announce. Hopefully soon. Some things coming up for stonks, as I like to call them. Um, and then obviously also you may be hearing from me, not about what Attica's talking about in the chat, but you may be hearing from me in terms of scouting, because I'm also one of the two, because every team has two GMs. I'm the co-GM for your state college Swift Steeds in the minor leagues. So you may be hearing from me if you end up being in this prospect league. Just hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Um, you know, you never know. Um, so because whenever the way the end of the journey for this part, the end of this chapter in your journey here in the PBE is going to be the minor league draft. If you join now, you'll be able to get in on this. You'll be able to watch a player for the next 2 weeks. Then you'll be drafted to a minor league team, and now you'll be in the. Now you'll be in. You're in. You are in. Everybody gets drafted. Don't worry. Nobody gets left behind. I've had some rookies get worried about that. Don't worry. No, everybody gets drafted. But all user created players. We have 10 teams in the minor leagues, 16 in the major leagues. This week is our playoff week, culminated by our World Series Saturday, as I like to call it. The one day in the cycle where we get 2 PBE streams in one day, with the minor league World Series in the afternoon, and then a nightcap on Saturday night for our Major League World Series. So hopefully we'll see you all there. And yes, also because obviously if you're here and you're listening to me, you use Twitch. You can ask Attica, who I'm sure a lot of you all know who Attica is, and then also our other mod, Daedalus, Luigi. Um, Mod is probably the best first job you can get, or one of the best first jobs you can get. If you're watching the stream on PC, boom, there you go. You got it. And modding streams is actually pretty. You get to make predictions. You get to show your creative side. But yeah, and that's another example of how we're all volunteer. Like, there's no money involved. Like, you don't have to pay to make anybody better or none of that. Just a bunch of people having fun, enjoying some fake baseball, especially if you're the competitive spirit. Also, just because it's how I started out in the league. No problem, as that is gone. Dinger time for Press Duckley. First home run this season. I was gonna say Duckley usually hits some dingers. It's been a minute for Duckley. It's now 2-0 for the East here in the bottom of the third. But yeah, join on in. I started out writing media. I thoroughly enjoy it. I don't have time these days to write media because I spend a lot of time into writing my media, so I haven't had much time to sit down and get something out there. But like, if that's your thing, there's a great spot for that as well, to express yourself or express your story behind your player. I like to call it Road to the Show on steroids, as Winston Harrison responds back with a home run of his own. First of this season of Prospect League for Winston Harrison. But I like to call it Road to the Show on steroids, really, or like this is as realistic as it gets in some way, shape, or form. Because I mean, you negotiate your own contract. You can do a lot of things that you can't do in other leagues. Not to say the other leagues are bad. I'm in some of the other leagues as well. As that is gone, Trex Dan, first home run in Prospect League, and it's on stream. And it gives the South the lead 3-2. So congratulations, Samex, Trex Dan, getting a home run on stream. But yeah, like, there's so many different ways you can go about it. Also, our seasons turn around pretty fast. I shouldn't say pretty fast, but I like the pace of them. It's 7 week cycles, so you can go through a whole career in about year and a half, 2 years. Um, if you wanted to let it go the full distance and go through regression, which we're not going to talk about regression. It's too early in that journey to talk about that. But um, yeah, because I know other leagues, 7 weeks, you're not even halfway through the season. Bases are loaded now for Mitchie Mantle. There's one. Oh, they're going to get the double play. They're going to get the double play. First double play I think we've seen on stream tonight, and it's a big one. Oh, wow. But yeah, any questions y'all have out there in chat? Throw them. Ask the booth. We don't have a long index upload on Prospect League, so there's no time at the end of the stream to ask the booth. So if ask the booth. If it gets me in trouble, I'm just not going to answer. I'm going to tell you, nope, it's going to get me in trouble. So please don't get me in trouble. I'm not here to get fined. So please don't make me don't because I know some of y'all try. Some of y'all try to like ask a question in such a way, try to get some information. Score remains 3-2 at the halfway point. And just to remind myself, because I think I put points in this. Oh yeah, it was over under 2.5. I don't think we've had a hit batsman yet. Don't think we've had a hits batsman yet. So some of y'all may be getting some points there on the on the value bet. You're welcome. I'm broke now. 3-2. Oh, in the first stream game, Vipers. Because there's a possibility I might have missed a double play. Or are you talking about there's been 2 double plays in this game? And one happened in the first inning. Which that would make sense too, because East does have a run on the board. So they may have had runners on base and I just not see it. They do have a runner at second base here in the bottom of the 6th. Once we get close to the end, if it remains 3-2, we're going to tackle. Oh, now it's going to be tied. Durr poking one in there, getting the bloop single. And we have a tie ball game. Got you. Appreciate it. So wow, we didn't have double plays in the first 2 games, and we've had 2. So tied at 3 now, as Colton James is down on strikes. And that is strike 3 to Reeves. So 2 down here, top half of the 7th. Winton is going to hit that to deep right, but not deep enough. And the side is retired as it is stretch time. Beach Boys and the Sharks tied at 3. It's going to be Mitchie Mantle leading off against Scott Sterling. Low ball 4. So runner at first with no outs. New pitcher Maxwell Reed to face Jigglesworth. And that's going to be a base hit to center field. They'll hold the runner at second. So runners at first and second with no outs to Lightning McQueen. Bunt. Oh, and he gets the runner at third. Oh, you don't see that every day either. Ground ball, there's 1. They're not going to get 2. So runners in the corners for Barrow. Base hit up the middle. East take the lead, and the out is. Did he have the ball at third? Okay, I figured out at third, and the inning is over. A little greedy, but the run does come across. East take the lead 4-3. Jose leading off for the Beach Boys. Grounder to short, one away. Now Hingle McCringleberry, that's hit deep to left. This game is tied. Dinger time for Hingle McCringleberry. You were just waiting for it. First homer of this season of Prospect League for McCringleberry, and we're back to being tied at 4. Oh man, what a response there. As Harrison is going to ground out 2 away. Grounder. Oh, he's going to beat it out. Infield single for Tyra. This inning will continue for McDowell. Grounder gets the out at first. Beach Boys respond back. Hingle McCringleberry, first homer of this Prospect League. And we're back to being tied at 4, bottom 8 for Lucas Jameson. Grounder in front of home plate. Catcher has it, gets it over there in time. 1 down. Now Adrian Infante takes it inside ball 4. And now the East have a runner on for Durr. Line drive to left. That is caught. 2 down. Top of the order now for Speedy. Fly ball. McCringleberry on the run makes the catch. And we'll head to the top of the 9th. 4 all. And Trek Stan leading off for the Beach Boys. Inside ball 4. Leadoff runner is on for Colton James. Bunt back to the pitcher. Only plays to first. So the bunt will work. Reeves will ground it to the third base side, though. Oh, he beat it out. He beat it out. Infield single, and he's going to get a stolen base. Second and third runners with Winton. Fly ball to right. This could be deep enough. And it is. South take the lead 5-4. Oh, man, I didn't think he was going to beat out that throw to first, as Jose is going to ground it to the shortstop. And now the East need to try to tie it up. 5-4 as we head to the bottom of the 9th. It'll be Mantle, Jigglesworth, and McQueen to face Reed. Mantle, grounder to the second baseman, 1 down. Jigglesworth. Line drive to left. Tying run is on. Winning run to the plate. McQueen is the winning run. Grounder. There's one. They're going to get the double play. Oh, man. You don't see that double play that often. Oh, man. They get it. And they squeak out the win 5-4. What a crazy game that was. Oh, man. Let's take a look at the box score. Bass Reeves, 1 for 5. Trek Stan, 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer back in the 4th inning. For the pitching, neither pitcher will get the decision. Reed will get the win, and Garfield will take the loss. Trek Stan is your player of the game. And yeah, I believe. Oh, did we even have one? You saw one? Yeah, there was only one. I was going to, I mean, no matter what, it's under 2.5. So, congrats on the value bet. Whoever, I think that was Z Tevins. Spend that money wisely. Meanwhile, another shutout. Did Mitchell go the distance? Let's take a look at the top first. Serpo, 3 for 5 with a double, 2 RBIs. In fact, it was a 2 RBI double as one of those 3 hits. Ashley Williams with a walk for the West. Not much happening offensively in this one for the West. Dion Mitchell went 6 innings to get the win. Duke Silver will take the loss. Dion Mitchell is going to be your player of the game. Oh, you will. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, Twix. Just hang around. Just watch. Yeah, you're welcome, Z Tevins. I hope you spend those points wisely. Just saying. I'm just kidding. This is the only time I actually bet like big bigger amounts of points just for your all's good. We got some quick sim days. Let's get with it. South versus the East. East will get the win 5-1 for the South. Bass Reeves 2 for 4, with both of those hits being doubles, and also getting a walk. For the East, taking a look at the pitching, Bill Pitt will get the win. Flam Reynolds the loss. Ira Moore gets a hold. Bill Pitt is your player of the game. North versus the West. And it's going to be the North getting the win 4-1. Sir Poe 3 for 5, with a run scored. Ashley Joanna Williams, 5th home run of Prospect League, 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. For the West, don't see much. Pretty much the bottom of the order, all getting base hits in this one. Trey Taylor will take the win. Pee Wee Matthews the loss. Murphy will get the save. Trey Taylor is your player of the game, and I do see next game up is North versus South for our next game. If you wanted to get a prediction up, go ahead and save and advance the day. And now we're heading into the these are the games that, or one part of the games that we'll be watching, I believe. Or unless there's a travel day mixed. Oh yeah, there's a travel day mixed in. So these are the series that we'll be watching on stream, not these days in particular. But let's go ahead and quick sim on North versus the South. And it's going to be the South getting the win 9-3. I see Jose hit a homer. Take a look at the box. Sir Poe 2 for 4 with a run and an RBI. And then for the South, Bass Reeves 2 for 4 with a RBI and a double, 2 runs scored. And then Trek Stan going 2 for 3 with a RBI and a run scored as well. Will Mills will get the win. Harris Rodriguez loss. Oh no, the save. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that one. If that's if that's on the sheet, that should be. If that's on the sheet, that should be. If Attica's still hanging around, because I don't know if you know about that sheet, Daedalus, but yeah, will either starter record a win? I haven't seen that prediction. That's a good one. I like that one. Somebody should put that. Somebody should write that down. I want to see that one more often. Ooh, I'm yeah. Can we get that on the sheet? I really like that one. That's a really good one. It's a very interesting question. East versus the West. This is why I also like Prospect League stream, friends. We use this as a testing ground for the mainstream. At least that's how this is very casual. This is casual PBE. As the West with 7. Oh my gosh. So the East got to a 4-1 lead and then gave up 7 in the bottom of the 4th. Wow, that's a crazy 4th inning there. Let's take a look at the box. For the West, a lot of people getting hits, a lot of people getting RBIs. Buck Shank getting 3 walks and a run scored. And then for the pitching, Jimmy G will end up getting the win. Magnus Peters the loss. Matt Phillips is your player of the game. Go ahead and save. And we're actually doing really good on time for a stream like this tonight. May actually be under 2 hours. Then we got travel day. And that's going to head into our last 2 days of this stream. The first of the 2 is going to be, I believe, North versus South. Yep, North versus South. It'll be Wombat Jones versus Jay Blanco. Jay Blanco, 2-1 with a .64 ERA. so far in the Prospect League. According to OOTP, it is a slight sway over to the south. Your prediction tonight is will either starter record the win? Will either starter record a win? That's your key word. Will record a win. Starters. So will either Wombat Jones or Jay Blanco end up with a win tonight? So that is your prediction. I like it. Um, let me throw some points. Everybody's being shy. They want my points. They want my points is the problem. I'm gonna put some. Oh, there we go. So, see, somebody went the other direction. That's good because I was gonna go no. My answer is no. Got about a minute and a half on that prediction. I'm gonna let it run down. In fact, I'll throw more points into no. Let's see. Come on, somebody spice it up a little bit. There, I got 1,500 in no. As good as Jay Blanco is, there's going to be a start that's going to pop up. Um, I think we could see a lot of runs in this game. I don't think either starter is going to be part of the decision. If it were me, oh somebody teamed up with me. Somebody teamed up with me. Appreciate it. Wait, you can get double drops now? I thought you couldn't watch two streams at the same time anymore. Is that changed? Because if that's the case, I mean, I'm gonna be I could play that in the background on my MacBook as far as the OOTP stream. Which I mean, at this point, that's what we're probably going to be rating into, unless another. I don't see. I don't know any other affiliates. Yeah, but it would be the same Twitch handle, wouldn't it? As that prediction is done. All right, let's get into it. Um, on that prediction, 84% on the no side. So we got four people hoping for a value bet. I'm very pro value bet. That's why I did that. So let's get into it. It's going to be Jonas Martinez leading off for the North against Jay Blanco on the mound for the South. And it's going to be a base hit to left to start off the game on the first pitch of the game, no less. So Martinez is on Serpo, liner to left. That's going to be caught. One down. Zielinski is caught looking strike three outside corner. Two away now for Ty France Jr. Hard grounder to the third base side. They'll get the force at second. Leadoff runner is neutralized in the top of the first. Bottom of the first now will be Bass Reeves leading off against Wombat Jones. Ground ball out, number one. And now Winton swing and a miss, strike three, two down. Two away now for Jose. Grounder, smothered, but good effort, but not gonna get the job done. Jose on with an infield single as McCringleberry. Oh, that's gonna get the job done though. Sliding grab in right field. Web gem by Pangy to save a hit, and the side is retired. We head to the second. Williams leading off, grounder to third. Oh, it's bobble, fumble bumble. So Williams is going to get to second base on the error, and now Cassius catch. Grounder over to first in time, one away. That gets away, and the North strike first. North are on the board first with a wild pitch. So 1-0. The pitch to Lindsay popped up Foul territory caught by the third baseman, 2 away. Alexander's going to poke that to left. That's going to go all the way to the wall for extra bases. So 2 out double for Alexander brings up Pengi. Fly ball center field, and the second baseman's going to run out there and make the catch. And that will retire the side, but the North get a run on the board, 1-0. Winston Harrison to lead off the bottom of the second. That'll be a fly out. That's going to be a line drive to right off the bat of Tyra. Long single. And now McDowell, fly ball to left. 2 down with a runner at first for Trex Dan. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the side is retired through 2. Robots, your defending champs with the 1-0 lead. That will be top of the order for Martinez. Check swing, did not go around, ball 4. Leadoff runner is on for Serpo. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout there for Blanco. And now Jaden Zielinski to the plate. And that's going to be down the line, fair ball all the way to the wall. They're going to hold the runner at third. It's going to be a double for Zielinski. Runners at second and third, 1 out for France. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blanco with a big strikeout. And now Williams. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And they will leave him stranded. 1-0 remains your score, as it'll be Colton James to lead off. And that's going to fall in for a leadoff single. Top of the order now for Bass Reeves, and that's down the line, base hit. All the way to the corner. Runner is going to hold up at third, and runners at second and third with no outs. Big double there by Reeves as that bounces, but it's not going to go too far. Everybody stays. Winton with a base hit up the middle. That's going to score 1. They'll hold the runner at third. We are tied at 1. And now runners in the corners, no outs for Jose. Base hit to left. That's going to go all the way to the wall. 1 runs around. And they'll hold the runner at third again. 2-1 South, no outs still, as McCringleberry strikes out for the first out. Harrison, oh, what a catch at left. They're going to try anyway. They got him. Oh, my goodness. Sir Poe with the web gem and throws him out at home. Why don't you? Oh, my gosh. And it stays 2-1. Somebody should clip that. Just saying. As Lindsay is down on strikes. 2 down here in the 4th. Line drive to right off the bat of Alexander. The inning will continue. Ground ball to short, takes it to second, unassisted. And that'll end the top of the 4th. 2-1 in favor of the South. And now Jazz Tyra. Fly ball to right. And that will lead off the bottom of the 4th. 1 down for McDowell, who will swing and miss for strike 3. 4th strikeout for Wombat Jones. 2 away now for Trex Dan. Popped up foul territory, and it's caught in front of the dugout. And the Beach Boys go down in order 1, 2, 3 as we head to the 5th. Jonas Martinez, the top of the order, leading off, and it's going to be a walk for Martinez. So leadoff runner is on for Sir Poe. Puts down the bunt, and the bunt will move the runner. My old soul is happy. Zielinski pops it up, and it's caught by the shortstop. Runner remains at second for Ty France Jr. Grounder to short, and the side is retired. We're at the halfway point. It's been very eventful, despite it only being 2-1 in favor of the Beach Boys. And it'll be Colton James to lead off against Wombat Jones. And that's going to be a blooper into left center for a base hit. So leadoff runners on top of the order now for Bass Reeves. That gets away. So the runner will go to second now. Swing and a miss, strike three. Big strikeout for Jones. And now Winton to the plate. Grounder to short, runner holds out at first. Two down now for Jose. Grounder to the first base side, tosses it to Jones covering first, and the side goes down here in the bottom of the fifth. Remain a one-run game as it'll be Williams leading off the top of the sixth. And that is hit deep to left, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. That's going to be extra bases to lead things off for Ashley Joanna Williams. So runner is on for catch. Oh, another great catch in left field, this time by McCringleberry. As that's off the bat of Lindsay to right, that is caught for out number two. And now Jalexi Alexander facing a new pitcher in Duke Smith. Grounder, throw to first is in time for out number three. So the North do not get a run on the board. They trail 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the sixth. New pitcher on the mound for the North as well, and Al Duggar. Ground ball by McCringleberry for out number one, as Harrison will hit a ground ball for out number two. And now Tyra, ground ball to third as well, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning. So both starters are out. So now, just a matter of seeing if we see any more runs to change it up. Duke Smith on the mound to face Pangy. Swing and a miss, strike three. Thank you for the clip. I hope Poe sees it. Martinez will strike out. Two down. Speaking of Poe, here's Sir Poe. And that is going to be a bloop single opposite field. So the inning will continue. Tying run on for the North. And Jaden Zielinski. Base hit up the middle. Tying run's going to be at second base now. Leading run is at first for France. Popped up in the infield, and the second baseman will make the catch, and the runners will be left stranded as we head to stretch time. Both teams with 7 hits, but the South up front 2-1. As it'll be McDowell to lead things off. Base hit down the right field line is going to go all the way to the corner. And he'll slide in with a leadoff double. Trek stand now. Called strike three at the knees outside corner. And now Colton James, ground ball to the first base side, gets it to the first base, or pitcher covering first base. Runner goes to third, and they'll score as that's a base hit off the bat of Bass Reeves. Reeves getting a big insurance run on that RBI. It's 3-1. And now Winton is going to ground it to the first baseman, who will take it unassisted to end the seventh. South get a run on the board. It's now a 3-1 game as we head to the top of the eighth, and Ashley Joanna Williams leading off for the Robots. Fly ball to right. That is going to be caught for out number one. And now Cassius catch. Line drive base hit to right. So the tying run will come to the plate here in the top of the eighth, and it'll be Patrick Lindsay. Base hit up the middle. It gets under the shortstop. Runners at first and second, one out for Alexander. Check swing, went around. Big strikeout for Smith. And now Pangy to the plate with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike three. And they leave a couple more stranded. 3-1 remains your score as we head to the eighth. Or the bottom of the eighth, and it'll be Jose leading off. Grounder to the third baseman, gets to first in time one way. And now Hingle McCringleberry. Fly ball center field playable. 2 outs here in the eighth. New pitcher Johnny Whiplash from the pen, as Harrison will get a base hit to right. So the inning will continue on. 10th hit of the game for the Beach Boys, as Tyra will get number 11. That's up the middle. Runners at first and second with 2 outs for McDowell. Fly ball center field, and that will be out number 3. Final chance for the Robots. They trail 3-1. It's going to be top of the order in Martinez, Poe, and Zielinski to face Charlie Zhu. Ground ball, slow roller, and he beats it out. Infield single for Martinez, tying run to the plate in Poe, and it's a called strike three on the just got the outside part of the plate. Zielinski, that's going to be a base hit. Hold the phone, tying run on, winning run to the plate in France. Or I guess leading run. Ground ball, there's one. They get the double play. Oh my goodness. Two stream games in a row. We're going to see a pivotal double play to end the game. South will hang on 3-1 in a game where we've had 22 hits. 4 runs total, 22 hits total. Taking a look at the North, Serpo 1 for 4 with an unbelievable double play web gem. And then Ashley Joanna Williams 1 for 4 with a run and a double. For the South, Bass Reeves 2 for 4 with a run and an RBI. And then looking at the pitching, so yes, a starter will get a win. So enjoy my points. Jay Blanco will get the win. Jones the loss. Smith the hold. Charlie Zhu will get the save. And Jay Blanco will be your player of the game with a .53 ERA through 33 and 2/3 innings. That seems very Powell-like. But taking a look at our other game on the docket, East and the West, 5-3. East get the win. Taking a look at our box scores, Razmataz Buckshank 1 for 3 with an RBI, 2 walks, 2 runs scored. For the West, looking at our pitching, Yahound will get the win. Smith will take the loss. Yahound is your player of the game. I know I went through that pretty fast. East and West is our next game, I believe, on the schedule. Save twice, in fact, just to be safe. Yeah, East versus the West is our final game of the stream. Yeah, that's the only downside about being a mod on this kind of stream, Daedalus. You can't wager. And I will do play by play in this game. I think I'll do some play by play in this game just because we're really had some good action so far tonight. Making sure nobody's pinging at me, make sure I didn't do something wrong. I don't claim to be a professional. Will there be a save blown save? Ooh. That's interesting. So will there be a save or a blown save? Well, I mean, in this situation, I consider myself more the streamer than a mod. I mean, I have mod permissions. I guess you could, except for that one Saturday stream where I guess I did mod a whole Saturday stream. But spicy prediction. Will there be a save or a blown save? And how are we doing on time for this stream? You know what? We may be able to, if you've stuck around and you have questions about PBE, I think I'll have enough time here to definitely give you all a little taste of what and this week would be a little bit different in a sense. Like I don't because it is playoff week, so obviously I don't have all the tasks to do in a usual week. But there's some tasks that we do every week, so y'all be able to see those. So yeah, I think if you stick around and you're curious, stick around some more. Because I guess on stream this will be unique. I hope I don't get in trouble for this. I'll ask for forgiveness later from the dictator. But just to give you all a taste on and also if you're and also too, for those who are new to our league, um, and you're still getting your feet wet, you're still trying to find your way around, stick around too. Hopefully you'll learn something along the way. I may have a little something um cooked up for those who have already created a player and looking for things you need to do and things like that. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I think we're doing good time, so I don't mind doing that on stream. I'm sure my GM will appreciate me for doing my tasks. Just like how I would appreciate my players for doing their tasks in the minor leagues. Because you gotta do tasks to get TPE, and TPE is what you use to power up your player. Get them OG if you or as close to OG as you can. Um, but yeah, will there be a save or a blown save as your prediction? This is the final stream game for this night of Prospect League. After this, we'll also take a look at standings and take a look at statistics, see if we have any of our prospects showing up on the leaderboards. It's still early. It is still early. This is stream 2 of 9. And I believe I believe it's stream 2 of 7 or 8, I should say. I do the minor league draft and the award streams. Sometimes I get those added in too. But still plenty of time left in this prospect league to join on in and get to see your player play out on stream. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we always stream every team at least once. So no matter what, you should be able to hopefully be able to see your player on stream, and also or through VODs as well. But I see somebody trying to value bet. I mean, most of it went to no. Don't I mean, do I want to play spoiler and spoil the value bet and tie it up, make it a coin flip? Do I want to play spoiler? Somebody gonna beat me to it, actually. Somebody's gonna kind of beat me to it. You know what? Do I think there'll be a save or a blown save? You know what? I'll go with my gut. I honestly do think no. I honestly do think no. I've already lost like 3,000 points tonight. What's another 1,000? What's another 1,000? So there you go. You got it's 10% to 90% in favor of no. Yet another chance at a value bet tonight. Because I think y'all still got about 30 seconds or so to squeak those in. And then while that's going on, I'm going to see if there's anybody else streaming in the meantime. I'm going to hold. I don't know if any of the other affiliates are going to be streaming tonight. We'll keep an eye out on that. But that prediction's pretty much done. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Our final game of the night for Prospect League is going to be the East versus the West. Let's go ahead and get on into it. It's going to be Speedy leading off against Duke Silver. Two Duke Silvers. Because I could have sworn I could be just getting it mixed up, but that's all right. Speedy's going to ground out, start off the game. Jameson now base it up the middle. So one out runner is on for the Sharks. And now Mitchie Mantle. Ground ball, there's one. They're not going to get the double play, so the inning will continue on for Lightning McQueen. Oh, never mind. They go pick him off anyway. Picked him off. We'll see McQueen in the second inning. For now, though, let's head to the bottom of the first. Top of the order, Matt Phillips. Slow roller, and they'll just get the throw in time. One down. Cole Pitts, hard grounder to short. 2 outs now in the first for Razmataz Buckshank. Fly ball to right. That's going to be caught in the corner. And the West will go down in order 1, 2, 3 as we head to the second, and Lightning McQueen back to the plate. Fly ball to right field. Pretty well hit, but it's going to be caught for out number 1. Jim Jigglesworth, base hit up the middle. So 1 out, runner at first for Boog Barrow. Base hit to center field again, just over the outstretched glove of the shortstop. Runners at first and second for Duckley. Called strike 3. Stunned him up and in on the cutter. And now Durr will hit a pop up in the infield, and the second baseman will make the catch for out number 3, and the runners will be left stranded. Home half of the second, Zahn leading off for the Cane Fires. Grounder to the second baseman, easy throw over to first, 1 out. Jamal Black with a slow roller. That's 2 outs now in the second for Shabadoo. Fly ball center field, shallow center. In fact, the shortstop's going to make the catch, and the West go down in order 1, 2, 3. Adrian Infante will lead off the top of the third. Grounder to the pitcher, 1 out, and top of the order now for Speedy. That is going to be the left center, and it's going to be caught by the left fielder, Black, for out number 2. And that's going to be a gapper all the way to the corner off the bat of Jameson. So 2-out double for Lucas Jameson. Can Mitchie Mantle bring him in? And that is going to be lined to the left fielder. Runner will be stranded. Bottom of the third coming up now. Still scoreless through 2.5, and it'll be Schneemann leading off. And that will be low ball 4. So leadoff runner is on. And now Mayer, runner going and out. So nobody on 1 out, and Mayer struck out. And now the 9-hole hitter, Jethro Gibbs, swings and misses. Strike 3. No perfect game. However, 3 no-hit innings, still facing the minimum for Joe Kelly as we head to the 4th. And it'll be Lightning McQueen to lead off. Check swing, no swing, ball 4. So leadoff runner is on for the Sharks. Jigglesworth to the plate, pops it up in the infield. Third baseman will make the catch. Called strike 3 on Barrow. 2 outs. Press Duckley to the plate. Called strike 3 as well on the outside corner. So nothing happening there in the top of the 4th. We remain scoreless as we head to the bottom of the 4th, and top of the order, Matt Phillips. Lined right to the second baseman, Mantle. 1 out. And that's going to break up the no-hitter. Base hit down into the gap off the bat of Colpitts. So 1 out double. Buckshank will, oh, they doubled him up. Colpitts was a little too far off second. They get the line drive and they double him up. Man, you don't see that you don't see that animation every day either, as Durr will hit a fly ball to the left, out number 1. Infante, fly ball to right. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th for Speedy, who will hit a fly ball as well to center field. And we're at the halfway point, and we got no runs to speak of in the first half of this game. We'll see what the second half brings us, as Brandon Zahn will lead things off to face Kelly. And that's a strikeout. Third punch out for Joe Kelly tonight. 1 out with nobody on for Jamal Black. Line drive center field. That is caught on the run. 2 outs for Shabadoo. Fly ball to right field. Pretty well hit, but caught in front of the warning track. So the West go down in order. We've only had 5 hits total in this game through 5. Top of the 6th now, Lucas Jameson to lead it off. Fly ball center field on the run. Making the catch is Buckshank. Mantle will hit a ground ball to short. 2 quick outs now for Lightning McQueen. Ground ball again to the shortstop, but that throw is not going to be in time. Infield single for McQueen. And now Jigglesworth, that's going to be a gapper to right center field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. McQueen's around third. No throw is going to happen, and it's going to be a triple for Jigglesworth.
RBI triple, and the East break the scoreless tie. It's 1-0, as that's going to be a fly ball to right off the bat of Barrow to end the inning. So East get a run on the board. It's 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the sixth, and Schneemann leading off. And he is beamed. Leadoff runner is on the hit by pitch, and Jean-Francois Mayer is going to hit a base hit to right. West looking to respond back. Throw to third is not in time. Runners in the corners, no outs for Gibbs. Ground ball, there's one, there's two, double play, but this game is back to being tied. We are tied at 1 with 2 outs, top of the order, and Phillips. Called strike 3. And we head to the 7th, not scoreless, but definitely tied at 1 run apiece. Meanwhile, out of town scoreboard 4-0 for the South. They got bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th, as Duckley will start off the top of the 7th with a hit by pitch. And then gets picked off. Oh my. So, and then Durr hits a base hit. Man, imagine if you didn't get picked off. 1 out for Infante. Fly ball to center field. Oh, it's misplayed. It is misplayed in center field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. It's not going to be scored there. It's going to be scored a double for Infante. And the Sharks retake the lead 2-1. As Speedy hits a fly ball to deep left, and it is caught on the wall. Oh man, just one more spoonful of Wheaties. Runner at third, Shrub on the mound now for the East, as that will be caught for out number 3. Oh man, what an eventful top of the 7th. It is time to stretch. East with the 2-1 lead, and Tanner Colpitts to the plate. Check swing, went around, strike 3. 5th strikeout for Joe Kelly, and now Razzmatazz Buckshank with a fly ball to right. That is caught for out number 2. Brandon Zahn with a base hit up the middle. So the inning will continue on. Now Jamal Black, runner going, throw to second is not in time. Tying run is now 180 feet away. Base hit up the middle. They're going to send the runner. Throw to the plate is not in time, and we're back to being tied. Jamal Black with an RBI single gets the second on the throw, and that's going to be a base hit up the middle off of Shabadoo. And the West take the lead. First lead of the game for the West. It's 3-2. Kirk Schneemann now. Fly ball to right. That's going to be caught. We've had 5 innings of not much happening. These last 2 innings, each team going at it. 3-2 West as we head to the 8th. Mitchie Mantle now leading off with a base hit up the middle. East looking to respond. And it'll be a new pitcher, Kylo Ren, to face Lightning McQueen, who will hit a deep fly ball to center, but it's not going to be deep enough. However, the runner's going to get to second. You don't see that every day either. Tag up at first to get to second. But that's going to be a fly ball to shallow center off the bat of Jigglesworth. Barrow now, fly ball to deep right, but it's not going to be deep enough. And they will leave the runner stranded at second. I'll have to pay attention to more streams. I honestly do not think I've ever seen a runner tag from first, at least in a PBE stream. Jean-Francois Mayer, fly ball to deep center, caught in front of the warning track for out number 1. And now Kelly is out. Mikey Weiser in. Grounder to the third base side, and no throw. Gibbs is on with an infield single. Top of the order now for Matt Phillips. That's going to be a base hit to left. Runners at first and second, 1 out for Tanner Colpitts. Popped up. That is caught for out number 2. Buckshank, check swing, double steal. Double steal. What is going on here today? A walk, bases loaded. Man, I've seen everything in this game, it feels like. I've seen everything on the stream. That is a fair ball down the line by Zahn. 2 runs will score, and it's now 5-2 West. Hits it back to the pitcher is Black, and that will retire the side. It is up to the East now. They need 3 to tie here in the top of the ninth. It'll be bottom of the order, Press Duckley to face Wren. Grounder to first. That is in time for out number 1. Popped up, caught for out number 2. Line drive base hit to right off the bat of Infante. So the game will continue on. Top of the order for Speedy. Fly ball center field, a long run, and he makes the catch. West pull off the comeback. They win it 5-2 in a game that was quiet in one half, and then each team went at it right at each other in that second half. I want to say we do have a save in this one. And yeah, Washburn will get the 1 out save. Oh man, I didn't even notice Washburn sneaking in there. Taking a look at the box score. For the West, Buckshank getting on base with a walk. Most of the East side getting hits in this one. Capsaicin and Shrub will get the win, and Joe Kelly will take the loss, but will get player of the game. Man, what a great way to end out the stream games tonight. Back and forth, as the South will get the 6-1 win against the North. For the North, Sir Poe, 1 for 4 with a ribby. And then taking a look at the South, Bass Reeves, 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored. And I see Jose getting a base hit as well. Scott Sterling will take the win. Dion Mitchell will take their first loss of this season of Prospect League. Scott Sterling will get the win. Or sorry, the player of the game, I should say, for the South. Let's go ahead and save. Let's take a look at the standings. And it is currently a 2-game lead for the Beach Boys over the Cane Fires. Then the defending champs, the Robots, sitting there in third, only 3 games back, 9-9. And then you have the East Sharks, 5-13 so far, but still plenty of baseball to be played. I'm trying to remember how. I believe it's 48. Well, no, it's not 48. I believe it is 68. I do not specifically. Actually, you know what? I can find out real quick. I can find out real fast. Let me just look in the history real quick. 54. We have 54 games in a season. So we are 1/3 of the way through Prospect League for this season. Still got 2/3 to go. 2/3 to go in terms of even getting your player in and seeing them on the stream, and having me call you out if you do something real good. Say look at the league leaders. See if we have any of our prospects showing up. Obviously, Ashley Joanna Williams tied for the Prospect League lead with 5 home runs. Let's see. As far as batting goes, don't see anybody else for the time being. See Bass Reeves just by 1 leading in at bats. We did. I believe we did. Did we not? Well, no, we would have had to, Twix. I cannot imagine I somehow avoided that. Because we saw everybody twice. Oh, yeah, I guess you are right. Because, yeah, you are the. Oh, okay. I understand now. I know what happened. The problem is. Okay, that makes sense. You're right, Twix. My bad. I'll make a note of that. I will definitely make a note of that because you're that's a fair point. That would be technically unfair to whoever's number 1 for the East. Because Kelly has the other. Yep, that's right. Yeah, I understand how we ended up in that predicament too. So I will make sure to make a note on that because that would basically make it to where every time. So yeah, my apologies. Thank you for bringing that up. I'll definitely change it up a little bit in terms of how I go about it. make sure. So the reason why is because we always watch games with a user created pitcher, and now that the East have two, um, I believe it's the East that has two starting pitchers. Um, because we don't watch two games in the same day. So since East is already on the next day, that's why it always defers to whoever East isn't playing on the first day, thus making it to where whoever's the number one starter for East doesn't get to see themselves. So we might need to make a small adjustment on that. So yeah, my bad. Thank you for calling me out on that. Um, and then as far as I see, because we have some bunts, Trex Dan showing up on sack hits, Buckshank top six in terms of walks, and I don't see anything else. I believe. Let me just make sure. And then in ISO power, I see Ashley Williams up there in fourth. Let's take a look at pitching. I'd imagine, yep, Jay Blanco, there he is. Jay Blanco leading prospect league with a .53 ERA. Yahound sneaking in there though, P6. Blanco is tied for third in wins, along with Smith. And then Yahound sneaking up there also in the top six in wins. Exos and Shrub are two relief pitchers tied on the top with saves. If you're a pitcher war person and not an R war person, Jay Blanco and Yahound in the top two there. And then top three are in innings pitch are a lot of our are all three of our starting pitchers so far in the pool, with Blanco getting the one and only complete game so far. Um, and then let's take a look elsewhere. What's interesting is last season, as I see Joe Kelly and Walrus Jones and Yahound, in fact, four pitchers with three top three in strikeouts so far. I'm curious for hit by pitch after what we saw today. I don't know if hit by pitch is on here. I don't see hit by pitch. We're gonna have to look. For our war, Blanco has the lead for our war. And then I do see Blanco, Kelly, and Yahound up in the whip leaderboard as well. Um, I am curious on hit by pitch though. Actually, I'm already here. You get to see it all tonight. Yeah, he had two before that game. So yeah, Dion Mitchell leads in hit by pitches. I was just super curious. I've never seen four by one pitcher in the same game. I just thought that was crazy. But with that being said, let's do this. Let's go ahead and save. I am gonna upload. Oh, well, let me rephrase that. I'm gonna do my half of the upload. This file is on a different server than the main PBE file, so by me doing this, it's not technically uploading it to the index. Somebody else has to do one other step on their end for me to for it to do the index. I will leave OTP open though, so I will do a screenshot of the standings and put that in the Discord server, because I know that was requested last time, but I did promise a behind the scenes little peek here. I did promise that I'm going to change. I'm in dark mode on my form, so let me change that, or else maybe hard for you guys to see. But I did promise this. I'm a man of my word. And just so y'all can get a taste of PBE and what have you, is I realize it's a different part to changing it out of this. Display. There we go. Yep, that's what I want. And then we'll let that finish doing its thing. And then there we go. All right. And then I'm going to switch my screen. I should be able to. There we go. So I'm going to take that off. I'm going to pull that up. So this is the form. This is our this is where you do all the good stuff. This is where you do all this is where the action is. I have tasks I need to do. This is not all of them. Very simple. First, activity check is the easiest way to get TP. All you got to do, and I already see one of our prospects up on there. All I got to do is my player name, preferably not in cap lock, my team. In fact, you don't even have to put team. I just do extra credit, and y'all will know what Vins is eventually. Join the league and you hear long enough, you know, you know. That is one of my tasks done already. Boom, just like that. Um, Now for this week, we also have y'all get well, not free answers. I mean, it's a prediction. We do also have predictions. It is our playoff week, so I might as well do my predictions right now. All you gotta do is now. Here's the thing. This is the only tricky thing for this. Now, if you're in this prospect league, you wouldn't be able to do this task this year for this season. Next season, you'll be able to. Next season, you'll be able to. But this also gives you an idea of what we do during the regular season because we also do predictions during the regular season as well. And it's going to look pretty much the same as this. The only difference is we're picking playoffs. So we got Pathfinders and Crabs. I think the Pathfinders are going to get that series. And I also do think the Voyage, I think 1 and 2 will move on. Now, here's my man, this is where I'm going to get spicy. You know what? No, I need TP. I'm going to go with Toronto, even though I want to go with my boss and the Voyagers. Um, Friend, look away, look away, look away. We're going to do that for that matchup. I got to pick my Toros for the other semifinal. I'm going to be a homer. We upset Lunar Base last season. I don't know why we can't do it again. And then World Series winner. Oh, this pains me to pick Toronto, but you know, I need my TPE. I've done one half of this. I've submitted it. All you got to do, or all I got to do, is just do a reply on this thread. Done. What was that? Not even 5 minutes. That wasn't even 5 minutes, and I'm gonna get at minimum, I think, like 4 or 5 TP at minimum. And then for now, those are all the tasks that are done. There's obviously more tasks. One thing I will point out, I will do this. I won't go all the way through. If you are curious about creating a player, first of all, desktop is the easiest way to go. Secondly, definitely get on in the Discord. Tons of people happy to answer questions you may have if you run into some. And also to get to this part, you definitely need to make an account on the forum. You're going to need it to create your player. I'm a pitcher I'm a pitcher in the league, so I'm going to make me a batter because why not? Unfortunately, bunting is the same for all of them. Sad. But I'm going to do, we'll do the freak build. I'm not going to put this all the way through, or else somebody's going to get mad at me if I actually submit this. So, and I don't want to get in trouble. But just to give you a taste, just to give you a look, I really don't. I could be 2,000 pounds. That's fine. Discord is optional. One question we do get a lot: this render. Honestly, it's for when we do draft streams. It's whatever player. Like for instance, mine is Andrew Painter of the Phillies. I'm a big Phillies fan. Um, so it's basically whoever your player represents. I know we have some PBE people in the chat. If y'all want to throw who your renders are out there, just to give people an idea of what that's like. I'm gonna leave it blank. I'm gonna be normal. I'm gonna be a switch hitter. Throw righty. What position do I want to be in this? you know what? I'll be an outfielder. I'll be a corner outfielder. And then so I have 100 TPE that I can apply here. I'm just going to do whatever. You can either do it this way through this, or if you prefer it, because it doesn't make it obvious, you do it that this way too. But I'm just going to throw whatever. Probably not gap. Put a little to avoid K. Definitely could use the power. Definitely look at the archetypes. If you make a, you don't even need an account in form to find the archetypes. They each have their own little differences. So like Freak would have more power than like a Magician. Magician would be more fielding based. Um, I let's see, I have 90. I used up all my TPE already on this build. What's that? 95? Well, I guess I'll give the rest to range, whatever I got left. Change one of these to yeah, I was gonna say one of them seemed one off. Should be able to add there. So I have 100 TP on this build. Then all you got to do down here is a nice little tool here, generate form formatting, boom. And all you got to do is copy this. Get back in my form real quick. There we go. Over here to create a player. I'm not going to post this topic, but then you would just do that. And then he's I think I put right fielder first, right fielder. And then I would just submit this. And now you and then you wait for somebody like me. Then you wait for me to add you to like the prospect league file and you get accepted. So what was that? Less than 10 minutes to go through all that. Um so that's basically the process. Like I said, I'm not going to actually submit this though. Should be able to just do that to get out of it. Yep. Yeah, creating players is super easy. Tons of people in the community. If you have any questions, be more than happy to answer it for you. Um, but that's it for me, friends. I will look for a raid, and also actually, this wouldn't be a stream without me letting you know what we got down the pipeline as far as our stream schedule goes. I know there's already been an announcement for first round playoffs tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern ish. 8 p.m. Eastern ish. So stay tuned on that. Enoch and maybe others will be taking you through what we call the marathon first stream of playoffs. And then Thursday, or actually, I'm skipping myself. Wednesday night, we'll be back here doing Prospect League. It'll be just me in the booth at 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. And then Thursday, AJ and Chadwick will be in the booth for the playoff semifinals. Who will make it to World Series Saturday? That'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then for Saturday, World Series Saturday, Rabid Sponge will be taking you through the Miners World Series at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then Lumosity Fan will be taking you through the Majors World Series for the Saturday night nightcap at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I skipped over Prospect League again. We'll also have a Friday stream for Prospect League on the 5th. And also I'll be able to announce this stream too. So next week, I know Tahini is actually going to be next week on the 9th, if I saw the league schedule posted today properly with Hummus. We'll be having Prospect League on the 8th, that Monday. And then Wednesday the 10th, Friday the 12th will be our rookie showcase, and then that'll take us into the draft on the 14th. But that is it for me. I've taken up so much time on purpose, but hopefully y'all have learned something. Hopefully y'all have some curiosity in our great league. And if you have any questions, like I said, we got the Discord, or if you prefer, you can always send me a DM in Discord. I'll be happy to point you along the way too. There are no OOTP streams going on. So I guess what we'll do, we're just gonna send it on back to the Yule log stream for anybody that still needs them drops. But No problem, friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. Happy New Year. I hope 2024 brings you prosperity and good vibes. I'm manifest them all. Just don't manifest losses, please. We don't need that in life. And hopefully, don't manifest losses for me in playoffs. If you're in the playoffs, good luck. If you're not in the league yet, hopefully we'll see you around in the Discord and in the forums. Let's send it on back to the mothership. I will see you all later.